So harvest sometimes is not all about money. When there are not people to harvest it, it is very, very dangerous. So we should be careful. What is our harvest? What is our harvest? What is your harvest? What are you harvesting? And like I said, it's a season. Sometimes this season might be your sowing season. And the season might also be another person's harvest season. So you must know your season. So knowing your season also will determine, like what we learn in Sunday school, for you not to be jealous. If I know this is not yet my season, God is still cooking me. I am still supposed to be in the upper room. I'm still supposed to be in the secret place, being prepared. So when somebody else is shining, it's not my problem because that is not yet my time. So maybe this is my sowing time. So we, as a believer, must know when is my harvest. Because sometimes when people are harvesting, we are like, what is happening? So it is a time for you to go in and ask God, when is my harvest? When am I supposed to sow? We're in the last month, 2 weeks for this year or 3 weeks for it to, 2 weeks, it's over. So now we are going into 2022. So if you don't know what your harvest is or what your sowing time is, you might also go there like every other person is going there. Before you know it, we are also in December. Nothing is happening. So this is the time as a Christian, as a believer, that we go and ask God, which season am I? Which season am I? When the harvesters are sleeping, the destroyer move in to harvest. We must be sensitive to the season we are in. We must be very sensitive. Because when you are sleeping, when you're supposed to be sowing, or when you're supposed to be harvesting, it is also dangerous. When you have, those of us that live in Africa, when you have cassava, you're supposed to uproot the cassava, or you're supposed to uproot the yam, or the mango, and we left it there. We didn't uproot it. It's going to be spoiled. We have harvest, we have food, but nobody to bring it to uproot it, nobody to bring it out. So automatically we will stay hungry because why? We allow those things to be destroyed. We allow those things to be destroyed because we are not going for the harvest. We are not going, to do what our Father has, sent us. Procrastination is dangerous in the season of harvest. The Lord is telling you, do this today. Do this thing today. You are saying tomorrow. Before you know it, it is too late. Like what we have our Bible verse, which is saying here, John 9, verse 4. I think I'm loving it. It says, all of us must quickly carry out the task assigned us by the one who sent me, because there is little time left before the night falls, and all work comes to an end. Praise Master Jesus. He said, all of us must carry out. What does this thing mean? It's the time you are supposed, to be sowing, the time you are supposed to be harvesting. You are saying tomorrow. The tomorrow might not be there. That's one of the mistakes that I made, that today I'm still praying to God, about my father. I had a dream. I'm just going to tell the little story. I think some people heard about it. I had a dream concerning him, that I should just, preach to him, ask him to repent. In the dream, I preached and I talked to him. I told him some areas that he knows also that, was doing. I was saying, you're supposed to call your children and just, apologize to this one. Like, he just accepted it. And I was like, you have to give your life to Jesus Christ. I told my sister, she was like, tell your father, you know him now. I said, I'm going to tell him, but not yet. I was procrastinating. On a very good day, on Tuesday, he called me. And my spirit was like, just tell him now. I said, I have school on Thursday. So when I come back from school, I also told him when he called me, I said, Daddy, don't worry, we have something very important to discuss. On Thursday, I'll be going to school, but when I come back on Sunday, I will call you. You know that I never spoke to my father. Thursday, he was sick. Sunday, he died. Procrastination. So that's what some of us are doing. And the Lord is telling us, go to the lost soul. What is our harvest? It's also going to the lost soul. Going to the church, even as we are here now. Some people need, just like, thank you, just like encouragement. That might be your harvest for the year. Somebody is dying, and they just need somebody to say, it's well. That might be your harvest for the year. So procrastination is very, very dangerous. So we all should rise and tell God, this is the time I want to work for. He said, I must walk the walk of him that sent me while it is day. Sometimes we are sleeping. We Christians, including me, we are sleeping. Even sometimes your spirit will tell you, stand up and pray. You'll be turning in your bed. You'll be turning and say, tomorrow, later. Before you sleep will just take over. When you open your eyes till the next day, you have also missed it that day. So as a believer, that's one of the things. The devil is always around. He said, it's John 10:10. He comes just to steal, to kill, and to destroy. There is no other thing to give you procrastination. To tell you, tomorrow you will do it. You have time tomorrow now. Tomorrow you are not going to school. Tomorrow you don't have work. That tomorrow, that's the day people will start to call you. Have you not noticed you say today, I will pray. I will study my Bible. 6 o'clock, your phone will start to ring. You will talk and say, just wasted today. Because that's what the devil is doing. So as a believer, we must be very, very careful of our season. Whatever the Lord is telling you to do, don't procrastinate. Don't think that if I say it now, they will think she's too holy, she's too spiritual. If the Lord is telling you to tell somebody, he swear, go. If he's telling you to tell the person, repent, go. Because you might not know when the person will die. You might not know what will happen to the person tomorrow. So it is very good that we just, do what the Lord is telling us to do. And I pray that God will help us in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Distraction can also be dangerous in the season of harvest. Distraction also can be dangerous. Like I always tell my children one story. They're always laughing. I said, if somebody, like a madman, you sun your cloth, on the sun, and the madman came and take the cloth and is running, and you that owns the cloth is pursuing the madman. I say, you see, it's like two of you are the same. So I always tell them, so it's better when somebody is doing anything, ignore the person, Just say, if they curse you, just say, God bless you, I always teach them, at least their kids, they are still learning. So I'm using that parable always for them so that they will know that, I'm not like the mad person. So if you are not like the mad person, you show example that I am not like that. So that's why distraction, people are on this earth to distract us. If you keep on throwing stone at people that are throwing stone at you, you will not get to where you are going to. So distraction comes every time. Distraction, people might want to distract you, say, you Christian, for be Christian? You be Christian, and God never answer your prayer since that one never happens. They will tell you all sorts of words, They will even discourage you to the core. But don't let that is distraction for the pit of hell. Don't let that, to distract you from your harvest, from what the Lord is telling you to do. It's our year of harvest. Yes, so many people have harvested, both physically and spiritually. But what is your harvest this season? What is God telling you? And if God is telling you to do something, don't let distraction, don't let procrastination to stop you for doing what the Lord has told you to do. Praise Master Jesus. The next one that I wrote, I say, be focused, be diligent.